Day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound for Oakland in this one, Vida Blue. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Ready to go? Here's Gio Urshela.
Leading up tonight for the Angels, the shortstop, Gio Urshela.
And a pitch. In for a strike. It's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And now the lefty. The punch out there, and there's one away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now here is Tim Salmon. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A big home run for him, certainly. Number 300 for his career. Someone get him that baseball.
Well, you have to appreciate what he's been able to do in his career. He's truly established himself as one of the great power hitters in the game today. And this is a milestone he can be really proud of. There are a lot of very good hitters that never get to 300 homers in their careers. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Jim Edmonds, the next to hit for the Angels. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Boots it. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And a 1-2.
That's outside.
And there's a ball. The pitch. This one in the air, center field. Ruiz moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. back in Oakland. And today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
The 2-1. Good eye right there. Singy, Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes.
Yuri Ruiz up next for the A's. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Salmon going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
He was all over that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So, man aboard, Jason Giambi up next for the A's at the belt and fires.
Outside, that's the ball.
All right, Singy, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani, go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just unreal.
Salmon flashes the leather on the running catch. And time now to check out the A's lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Oh, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Digging in for Oakland, Reggie Jackson. Big time power. Man on second, 2 down. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ruiz at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 1-0. And welcome back. Top of the second. So in now for the Angels, Troy Gloss. The pitch. In the air, center field. Ruiz settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
1 down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good eye right there.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
And that's in for a strike. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Brandon Drury to the plate. The 1-1. And a good eye there. And the pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Here comes a pitch. And that is in for a strike. And now 2-2.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
3-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Chad Wallach now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. The high heat too much on that one. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in the East Bay, bottom half of inning number 2, and now the DH, Brent Rooker. The 1-1. And that's outside.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Kicks and deals. That missed inside, and that's ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And he walked him.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Ball to strike. The pitch.
Ball.
That misses off the outside edge. Righty to the plate. Misses again. 5 in a row.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one out to right. Snags it on the run. 1 away.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Aledmys Diaz now. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Rooker stands at first with 1 out. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next one is off the plate. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Now it's Chase Peterson. Here's a 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Left-hand hitter waits. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Nice job behind the plate there. 3-1 now. And a strike in there.
Can't lose, ball.
Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack on 3. It's 3-3.
Oh, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Berg. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Tied up here in the early going. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer as the A's are on top. Back after this on the show. Welcome back onto the third inning. And now the shortstop, Gio Urshela.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So digging in, Tim Salmon, the solo homer his first time. Here's a 1-1. In the air, out towards left center. Ruiz gets there. He's under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Oh, the throw is wild.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
Here's a big power threat. Jim Edmonds grounded out his first time.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And he deals. And that one hammered. Henderson going back some more, bangs off the wall. Throw cut off, now to the plate, but it's offline. He will score. It's 4-3.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Here's Mike Trout. Flied out to center in his first at bat. Trout started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. He went around, says Rusty Valentine. Next pitch is outside. Edmonds leads off second with one gone in the inning. And that's ball four.
Ball four.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Troy Gloss, the next to hit for the Angels. And a pitch. Misses outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Full there by the changeup. And in a hole right here. It's got to try to shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. The pitch. Out towards right center field. Ruiz. Long run. Got it. Nice grab. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Oakland, here's a speed threat, Yuri Ruiz.
Ruiz.
The 1-1. This one in the air right field. Renfroe getting an angle on it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Now batting, first baseman,
Jason Giambi now at the plate.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
The 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And that's downstairs and outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a 3-1 on the way. And that's a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're bumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. The fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Now it's going to be Reggie Jackson outside. The count 2-1, and another ball. The 3-1 in the air, fairly deep to right field. Renfroe in position, squeezes it, and that ends the inning. And the A's are gone in order. Score holds at 4-3. Back here at the ballpark, on to the fourth, and now Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury.
The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Struck him out looking.
Fastball inside just freezes the hitter. I don't think he was ready to pull the trigger. A lot of times hitters are looking away, and that one locked him up.
So up next, Luis Rengifo. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. And a pitch.
2-1.
The pitch. And that's in for a strike. The wind to kick the pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Chad Wallach went down on strikes his first time through. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. And here it comes. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. 3-2 now. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Wallach off of first with 2 away. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. Two now. High chopper to third. They take the force out, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We're midway in the fourth. Angels 4 and the A's 3. And welcome back. Now it's the DH, Brent Rooker. And it is 2-1.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Renfroe in position. Puts the squeeze on it. And there's 1 down.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a 1-1. That one missed.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. And now it's 3-2. Liner, base hit.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And it's Aledmys Diaz. And the pitch. That one just misses. Got him. That's out number 2. Here's Tony Kemp. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next one just misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Left-hand batter waits. Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Jace Peterson would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Absolutely frozen with the backdoor slider for strike 3. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. Angels 4 and the A's 3. Back here in the East Bay, top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Tim Salmon. The wind of the pitch.
You know, these Angels doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
Kicks and deals. In the dirt. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Next to hit, Jim Edmonds. Right side. Jackson should have this one. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mike.
Here's Trout. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Angels go quietly there. They hold on to a 4-3 lead. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jace Peterson. Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Righty to the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here comes a 3-2. Goes down looking. Next up for the A's, Ricky Henderson. Goes 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
So now 1-2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
2 down.
The center fielder, number 1.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Esteury Ruiz. Two outs. Check swing went around. And the count 1-2. Righty delivers. And a ball evens the count. Got it by him for the K. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail it here 4-3. Welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss.
Leading off for the Angels, the third baseman, Troy.
1-1 now. And he pumps it a strike. Bullpen activity starting up now. Shintaro Fujinami getting loose out there. Caprillion getting cranked up as well. Here's a 1-2. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
The right fielder,
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. The wind of the pitch. And the count 1-2. And that one is inside. Struck him out looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now here is Brandon Drury. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. So they make short work of him there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. Angels 4 and the A's 3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Moore.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, one-run game, and here's the first baseman, Jason Giambi. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. Got him swinging.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough. And played right into the hands of the pitcher.
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson will hit next. Next one is off the plate. 2-1. There's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Jaime Barria up and throwing. The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. That's to third. Fires across the diamond. That ends the frame. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 7th inning coming up. Angels 4 and the A's 3. Now on the bump, Shintaro Fujinami. And this is the best way to make your major league debut. No one on base.
Yeah, you're already going to be a little nervous out there, so I think it's a nice job by the skipper to get him in here without any added pressure with traffic on the bases.
The pitch. Swings through that.
3-2.
Fly ball to right. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Chad Wallach digs in now. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Got him looking. 2 gone now.
The bat, number 10.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
Gio Urshela.
That one hit to right. Kemp brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Angels 4 and the A's 3. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jaime Barria.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
The catcher.
Good swing out of him last time. Whipped a liner into center.
The tying run at the plate. Fought off foul. Here's a 2-2. In the dirt. In plenty of time to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Aledmys Diaz now. Strike 2. And now 2-2. Next offering upstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. Flip to the pitcher is in time, and they do get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So 2 down now, and here is Tony Kemp. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The 2-2 on the way. Stays alive. That one ran inside, almost got him. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So 2 down, digging in for Oakland, Jace Peterson.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Angels 4 and the A's 3. We're at the top of the 8th. So in now for the Angels, Tim Salmon.
Tim Salmon.
The pitch. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
The 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
That one misses. Ball 2. Right-handed reliever. Good eye in that spot.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
3-2 now.
3-2.
And a ground ball to first. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now batting Mike Trout. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
The pitch. And now the count is even. Edmonds, the runner at second with 1 away. And he dodges that fastball.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
This one blasted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3.
A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now the third baseman, Troy Gloss. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the pitch. That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Here comes a pitch.
That's a ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels do get one, however, on the Mike Trout home run. And they've doubled up now. It's 6-3. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Troy Percival.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 40, Troy.
Ricky Henderson now at the plate. He's a guy who does it all.
Ricky Henderson.
The pitch. And that's a little high.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
2-2 now. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Esteury Ruiz.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The 1-1. Good eye right there.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Caught him looking for the K.
Now back, first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Jason Giambi. Henderson leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Reggie Jackson up next for the A's.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
That misses, and that's ball 2. And the righty deals. And that's in for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. We'll have some adjustments to make.
Aaron Lou takes over on the mound.
Number 21, Aaron Lou.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Oakland, and here's the first baseman, Brandon Drury.
Number 23, Brandon Drury.
So now 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That one's back. To the warning track, makes the catch. Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And there's ball 4.
The catcher, number 35.
Here's the catcher, Chad Wallach. Rengifo leads off first with 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and fires. That one misses. Now 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Now that shortstop.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
On to pitch now for Oakland, Austin Pruitt.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Urshela steps in. Ball to strike. Runners on the move. Slowly on the ground to short. Diaz slings to first. No shot at the double play with the runners going.
Up next for the Angels, the left fielder, Tim Salmon.
Now the left fielder, Tim Salmon. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here. Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a 1-2. Oakland's bullpen has some movement. Richard Lovelady, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 left on. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Angels 6 and the A's 3. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Jimmy Herget.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. The wide to kick the pitch. Bounce to the right side. Drury takes it himself. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, the shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
There's the shortstop at the plate, Aledmys Diaz. And here it comes. And 1-2. Herget is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. And that skips in the dirt.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Urshela to first in time. And they're down to their last out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Now it's the second baseman, Tony Kemp. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. The 1-2. Just off the outside edge.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Down to their final strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right side. Fair ball.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner at first. Jace Peterson up next for the A's.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Just 1 strike away. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ricky Henderson up next for the A's. And a pitch.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else. This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Athletics, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.